Oh, they're ready to go already?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do this. Let them know, please.
Okay.
Oh, good. They just dropped. Here we go.
Yep.
The picturesque coastlines of the maritime provinces of eastern Canada form the backdrop for a titanic clash of opposing fleets. These steep cliffs and jagged rocks will soon echo the thunder of heavy guns as only one team will emerge supreme. This is Shatter. Shatter is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination style map with 3 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. The capture areas are quite close together, and there are a lot of islands and ambush points for destroyers to contend with. Cap A on the left is the safest for Allied destroyers. Though there are plenty of nearby islands within radar range, large portions of the cap perimeter are wide open, providing unfettered access and a multitude of ways in and out. This is in stark contrast to Capture Point B in the center, which is claustrophobic and has extremely limited access. Enemy ships that find themselves spotted within the confines of the B cap are usually the targets of copious quantities of enemy fire, and brawls between larger combatants here are short, vicious, and deadly. On the right, Cap C is frequently the site of a staring contest between enemy ships, as each team will typically park a destroyer in the cap to contest it, then work the 9-10 line with battleships and cruisers to try and force an opening. The success of such efforts usually determines which way this capture area goes. Shatter is not a well-liked map in competitive play due to how static the C cap plays and how difficult it is to even contest B cap and survive. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Shatter.
And C, totally expected. B cap is difficult to get at the beginning, especially with all that radar on the enemy team. Double Worcester and Moskva.
Indeed. Deny does have a few changes, as you noted. We're looking at Hakuryu, double Montano, double Worcester, Henri, Zhao, Moskva, and sticking with a lone Daring, and the Daring does seem to be headed towards the A cap right now. We're going for an AC split, as you were noting. The B cap is very challenging to try and contest, certainly early on when there's lots of guns to shoot at you. But we're sending Daring, Worcester, Zhao, Moskva, and Montana over to A. The Henri, Worcester, and Montana on the other side of the map look like, I'm assuming they're going to go over there and just try and play slowing action. Adopt's team comp, though, gives them the flexibility with the double destroyers to possibly even cap C rather than just contest it.
And here's the thing about using one Daring. We talked about before the lack of ability to fight off those aircraft.
Yeah.
Whereas Shizuko here just got spotted, but he's turned on his defensive fire, and 3FM's fighters are nearby as well. He's going to take a slight hit from the Moskva here as the Yamamoto shots come in on the Moskva.
I think if I was going to take just a single destroyer, it would not be a Daring. I can see him mixing a Daring in with the team, and they seem to make it work pretty well last game. That Daring lasted most of the match and did some work over there at A, but I question taking that as your only destroyer. I think that's a I won't say it's a fatal flaw, but I think it is a flaw in your team composition.
Yes. Denies Worcester getting spotted early, but unfortunately, the Yamato wasn't in position, neither of them, really, to punish. Chicken Tie's Henri's been spotted, though. Got some shots in on the Worcester that's coming in to C. Nothing gonna happen. Yamato shells coming into Chicken Tie.
I see what they've done. Deny and Adopt have both taken the same tack here at C. They're going to shove a Worcester into the cap and just dare the other team to do something about it, because you won't really be able to dislodge him from the air. You'll have to dislodge him with surface ships somehow.
Now look at what 3 just did. He forced Chicken Tie to turn broadside to the Yamato while he dropped his torpedo bombers. Chicken Tie, interestingly enough, not firing a defensive fire, and he's going to get punished for it heavily here as the Zhao gets a little AP salvo in. Chicken just forced a DCP because he lost his engines, and Booster can HE spam him now and get him back on fire. As Chicken Tie's little bud gun says F you to the Yamato.
Goodness. Panther 4800 already on low health. Chicken Tie already on low health. Deny giving up a lot of health early and not really getting any board positioning out of it.
Yeah, he must have taken a whack from the Yamato over there on the A side.
Yeah, he must have. I missed it. I just looked over and saw his health was very low.
Yep. And they're pinging on the Adopt side. They're pinging the minimap saying this guy's a priority. Obviously, the Henri is a priority.
The Henri? Oh, the Montana's the one they're pinging on?
The Henri and the Montana.
Okay.
Yeah. Henri's fire just burned out.
Yeah.
His DCP should be available soon. What we need is a Yamato salvo to come in here and seal the deal on Chicken Thai.
Being able to get a Montana off the board this early would be huge. We saw briefly there the daring AP doing nasty, nasty work to the Grozavoy here.
Yeah, Shizuko has to get back into cover now. At least he's got the heal, but if he gets spotted, the Montana can blap him right now, Panther. Adopt with a really nice position for that Mosfa there. He's able to mitigate most of the incoming shots, except from the Montana.
I was
but
just fixing to comment on how much I liked M3 squared's position here, or M squared's positioned here. It just looks, they're going to have a 9 kinds of hell trying to push him out of there.
Yep, he's dug in. M just took a big salvo, though.
Aggressive incursion backs out of C, which allows Adopt to bag a cap. The hardest cap in the game to cap flips first here on Shatter.
Yeah, very interesting play here. So I think the Mosfa, actually, I think M took a Citadel from the Montana. At range, at max range, you can get that plunging fire go right through the deck into the Citadel. So the bow on the Mosfa is best played at mid to short range, as M takes another big chunk from the Montana.
Well, they succeeded in driving the Grozavoy over here off the cap. Looks as if the denied daring might edge into the bottom end of the cap circle here. I can't quite tell. He's turning out. Not sure what he's going to do there, but I would have assumed he would at least try for it. At least make the Moscow do something.
Yep, bait out the radar at the very least, as the Mosfa takes just, little damage from the bombers.
Aggressive incursion looks to be aggressively moving to B as he gets hammered by Zhao AP.
Spotted.
He just got hammered by Zhao AP. It was a beautiful salvo from Gull. Deny just giving up all kinds of hit points here early. Well, it's not that early anymore. We're 6.5 minutes into the game.
But the thing is, so Lobster has gotten through on the flank. He's not spotted, and he's keeping the Montana and Henri spotted down there.
Lobster's over on the 10 line somewhere, isn't he?
He's on the 9 line working down. He's in G9 right now. So here's where that double destroyer versus one destroyer comp, like you were mentioning earlier, really comes into play. The Gearing's able to keep these guys spotted, and meanwhile the C-Cap guys are just going to pound and pound and pound on you.
Lots of shells, lots of damage, no kills, and just a little difference in the score right now. 7 minutes gone on Shatter, and Adopt is out to about a 90-point lead.
Now watch M squared. M squared just got spotted by the Daring, was forced to radar. Daring pulled back into cover, and he's fired his torpedoes. They're not going to hit, though, because they were spotted immediately from 3FM's fighters. Nice job by 3, keeping those things spotted. You saw him just do a loop over them as well, just to make sure he got them all.
Just make sure he got them all, yeah. Well, that's the kind of thing you need out of your carrier in this sort of environment. You've got to have that kind of spotting and awareness to help protect your team.
Aggressive incursion now in a really bad spot. He's about to get flanked from both sides. Hindenburg's got angle on him, and he's gonna take those shots. Here they come.
Goodness. Aggressive on 5,200 HP here, trying to cap B, but probably not going to get very far with it.
No, and Gull is trying to get on the flank. He turned in on each.
I was going to say, the Yamato shells come in and end that little charade. Adopt bags the first kill of the match here, as Aggressive Incursion gets a little too aggressive for his own good, and becomes the first casualty of the match.
Absolutely. Can I just comment on how beautiful
M squared is going to take 2. Zaltorp's doing work. Look at that. And they run out just shy of Klane's Yamato. But we trade kills here.
Yep, the Zao wasn't even spotted.
Shizuko died. When did Shizuko die? I missed it completely.
Just now.
Goodness, okay.
Just now to the Mosfa, I think.
Goodness, well, Deny up a ship, no caps, not anywhere near a cap right now. The Daring is way over in F1, busily shelling the Yamato with HE. I don't know why you waste your time with that. He's trying to farm damage, he needs to get on caps.
Yeah, with the Zao as a backup too. You saw the Zao salvo coming in, so we know the Zao is in that smoke. But you're absolutely correct. There's 2 caps to 0 right now, and that's huge. Right now, Adopt is going to win in 7 minutes or less.
Deny on a
Nothing
ship
changed.
advantage, which is a little surprising given how they were playing early, but right now, Deny not really maximizing that the best of their ability.
No, Gruski is doing a nice job of kind of just staying back and pummeling ships from long range. That's exactly what you'd want to see happening with the Hindenburg. Montana looks like he's on double fire right now because I'm betting he's running fire prevention.
Panther's quite low over here. The other survive. Oh, good lord! Yeah, he's got to be on at least double fires. One at the bow, one amidships.
Yep.
Trying to turn and get some cover.
Yep.
More Hindenburg shells continue to come in.
That might seal the deal for him.
Looks like it very well might. He's under 3K and falling, not healing, not repairing. I think he's going to be out. Couple more ticks. There he goes. Oh,
wow.
Goodness! He survives on 380 HP. One more tick of fire would have killed him, and he lives.
And that other salvo from the Hindenburg, from Gruski, hit the turret and shattered.
Yep, everything else shattered on the deck. Goodness gracious. Panther clings to life with just a sliver of HP as Deny tries to find board position to cap.
Yep.
Nope, they finally
him.
get shells in the right place and finish him off.
Gruski, excellent job with the scout plane up in the air, giving him that angle right over the island, and he took advantage of that
Whitman's
ability.
Moskva charging a Yamato. I don't understand why you would do this. Especially with the Hindenburg flanking AP coming in. This is not going to end well.
He's got ramming flags on.
Which one?
Whitman's got ramming flags on.
He may die. The Hindenburg's chunking him.
Yes, but this is a all or nothing play right now. He wants to get this Yamato off the board. And it looks like he's going to succeed.
Well, he's going to kill him, but I think it's going to cost him his ship. He's slowing down.
Oh, it will.
He's slowing down. He's coming to a stop.
What?
Literally bow on at this Yamato. Look at this. What is he doing?
I am.
What are you doing? Why would you do that? Oh, my goodness gracious. Why would you do that?
What a waste. What a waste.
What a waste of HP. Why would you do that? If you're going to go for it, carry through. And now Klein is able to use the Moskva as a Hulk to protect him from the torpedo strike.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Bad play right there.
What in the...
Bad play.
Wow. What am I witnessing?
Klein is he's gonna take at least one torp out of this. He might flood out now because of that.
Oh, I suppose. I mean, they're going to get the Yamato, but at what cost? You had a Moskva with some ridiculous amount of HP, just threw it all away for no gain.
At least, yeah, like you said, at least follow up the ram. He had the ramming flag, so...
Yeah, if you're going to do it, do it.
And I mean, a Moskva for Yamato is a decent trade. Here come the torps. Torps.
Those are daring single fire torps. He's out. Like, that's going to happen, but if he's not careful, he'll torpedo his Zhao. No, the Zhao... Yeah, okay, he's good. Goodness. Well, after all that shouting, Deny is well down only a ship, but well down on points. Nearly 500 points here with a little more than 7 minutes to play. I just, like last game, I don't see a path back to victory for them. I think their board position and their ship disadvantage is really going to sink them here.
Well, Adopt was doing a nice job. They put Gull in the gearing smoke so he could fire with impunity on Captain and Montana. The Yamato is basically saying, I dare you to try to turn. And the thing is, they have to kill him quick so they can get back into B-Cap, because that's where the fight's going to be at this point.
Well, Captain is essentially out of the game, right? Like, if the best... From a purely 1v1 perspective, the best play he could make would be to charge Vengeful and get on his broadside. Yep. But if he does that, he's going to eat Yamato and he's going to eat Zhao and Gearing Torps.
And he's shooting the Yamato. I don't know if he's got vision on the Zhao. If he does, he should be.
He does now. He's had shots. He had vision on the Zhao. The Zhao is just getting smoke again.
Yep. He lost his opportunity.
He took a shot. I don't know if it's going to matter.
Nope.
Yeah.
He's
out. This will be over in momentarily. So in my mind, again, Captain Shadow here, like, he had the only
the best play he had available to him, in my mind, would have been to charge the Yamato. He's going to lose a Yamato duel bow on. Like, there's no way he can win this fight. But he almost seems like he just chose kind of the worst course of action. I'm being a little unfair here, but from my perspective, that's what it seems like. If you find yourself 1v1 versus Yamato, and in Montana, I mean, you got to get up in his face and hit his weak armor points. He can overpen you and overmatch you all day long. There's no advantage here. So get up in his face.
Ketsim did get a torp.
Ketsim
did get a heal off, and Vengeful's taking torps now.
Vengeful's burning and taking torps, but
no, this is good because that means he's going to go.
Wow, look at this.
He's going to nail him.
Well, let's see what happens. Then Captain back on 2 fires. He has seconds to live. I don't think he's going to get another salvo out of his front guns. He needs to get his stern guns in action. Here they come. There he goes. He's at least going to take the enemy with him, but he trades. Points that Deny desperately needed are now off the board.
Well, and that's the thing, right? Like we're always taught, especially in clan battles, you can't die because if you do, then you cost your team points. And that might be what was going through the Montana's head was, I have to find a way to do this. I'm sure they were talking, and Wobble was saying, I'm coming, just survive.
Yeah.
And so that's probably why he was backing up, because he thought his teammate was going to come and get into position to help. The problem is, it was too little help, too late.
Well, Deny, way down on points, down on ships. They have seconds to try and find a way to victory. They're under 60 seconds here, and Adopt will sweep this series here in the second round of group play.
I love Der Kaiser sitting here in the Worcester. You shall not pass.
Yeah, he's just sitting here like, I dare you to come at me, bro. Come at me, bro. You know?
Yeah. There's nothing that anybody can do about him.
No, not in that position. Not in that position. You can't bring in he'll just eat up the planes. The Zhao's HE will not really do much to his deck armor. The gearing is going to throw shells at him, but it doesn't matter.
And we already saw the Daring's torps go through, so...
Yep, the torps all missed already, so...
Yep.
10 seconds, this is basically over. Adopt is going to sweep Deny here and move on to their next game with another win.
Yep. Daring firing AP, which I find interesting.
Well, remember they changed the British Destroyer AP to the high-end 114mm AP is very good now. It's almost like firing a Minotaur shells with the pen you get and the angles you get.
Yes. If you can hit the superstructure reliably. Absolutely. Yes. Wow, look at that. Henri getting the top plane shot down on the on Deny there, followed by Montana. Their Hakuryu really wasn't that present that game.
No, it didn't feel like he had much of an impact on the game, really.